I'll never catch him while I'm this small. Why, curious butterflies.
You mean bread and butterflies?
Oh, yes, of course.
What's up guys, my name is Sierra Cooley and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, hi, hello, my name is Sierra and I do post beauty and lifestyle content every Wednesday and Sunday, so I definitely hope to see you there. If you are a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. With that being said, if you would like to see how I created this look right here, then please keep watching. We're just gonna chill, do some makeup, and have a good time. So let's get right into it. What's going on, guys? I am very excited because I have a super fun, different, unique look coming. I don't do looks like this very often. However, I have been pulling a lot of inspiration from Pinterest and Instagram lately with this graphic wing liner. I have done it before a couple times, but I think I'm going to switch it up today. I usually do it with a black liner and I really want to try out a white liner and kind of see how that looks. So I'm kind of pulling inspiration from looks like this. I don't even know if that's gonna focus. I'm not sure what her name is, but I'll be sure to tag her down below. She posts some really cool, unique looks. As you can see, I have already done my eyebrows. If you guys want an eyebrow tutorial, I have been getting a lot of comments on my brows. If you are interested in a tutorial on how I do my eyebrows, then let me know because I would be more than happy to do that for you guys. I'm thinking for today's look, I really want to focus on glowy, hydrated, healthy looking skin. I did also apply self-tanner last night, so it's not gonna match because I don't ever put self-tanner on my face. It's just kind of a waste of time since I'm constantly washing my face and taking my makeup off, and it would probably last literally 10 minutes if I put it on my face. So I just go ahead and put it from the neck down, so that is why the color match is a little insane, but I promise we will even it out with foundation. Alright, so as I said, I do want to focus on really healthy, glowy looking skin today, so I am going to start with a little bit of skin prep. Let's just start actually by putting on my Laneige lip sleeping mask. This, I've talked about it before, holy grail, it is so good. If you ever have crusty or dry lips, this will be your saving grace. I think it's about $20, which is pretty reasonable because you get a lot of product and it lasts you forever because you only need a tiny amount. And I actually use this every single night before I go to bed, and I wake up and my lips just feel amazing. So we're going to be a little bit extra with the primers and the glowy products today, so I am just going to first go ahead and apply my TouchinSol Glassy Skin Balm. I have talked about this as well. You guys know I love this product. It just leaves your skin looking super healthy. So it feels really good to be getting ready. I haven't applied makeup in, I want to say like 3 or 4 days now, and it's been really nice just kind of giving my skin a break and letting it breathe a little bit. As we discussed last time, I was suffering from a bit of a breakout over here. However, I think we're getting on the other side of that. It is starting to go down a lot, so that's nice, but it's been nice giving my hair and my skin a little break from everything. But at the same time, I have been feeling very down about myself, and to be honest, I have been wearing sweatpants and leggings and baggy sweatshirts every single day, so it's kind of nice to just get glam even if I'm not going anywhere, just to do it for myself, and I definitely advise that you guys try that out as well. Alright, so next I think I'm going to go ahead and, as I said, be a little bit extra, and we're going to add another hydrating primer. So this is the Mercier Pure Canvas Hydrating Primer, and it is silicone free, which is very nice because silicone is not always your friend and it doesn't always work well with certain products. So I actually did try and film this video yesterday. However, I actually had a bit of an allergic reaction, not to any of the products, but it was just something that I had taken in the beginning of the day and I had a killer headache. So I got halfway through this video and I just could not continue because the lights and just talking and everything was super amplified and it was not good. So this is actually my second time filming this video, but it is what it is. Next, I am just going to take a little bit of my Porefessionals, my Benefit Primer, just because we did apply a lot of hydrating products, and although that's great for our skin, I do suffer from... That just exploded all over me. But anyways, I do suffer from pores, obviously. So we're just going to fill those in and smooth out the T-zone. We're only going to apply this in the T-zone, not to anywhere else on our face. Lastly, for our skin prep, I am just going to take this PIXI Skin Treats Vitamin Wake Up Mist with orange blossom and citrus extracts, and I'm just going to spray this on my face. I love the PIXI sprays. As you know, I use the Hydrating Milky Mist all the time, and this one in particular smells just like oranges. It's amazing, and it really does wake you up and just make you feel super refreshed and hydrated. So, alright, so now that our skin is all prepped, I am just going to go ahead and apply my foundation first. I usually do my eyes first, but since we're not going to do a ton of eyeshadow today and we're mostly going to focus on that graphic liner, I don't have to worry about any fallout or anything like that. So I am just going to take my Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth Foundation in Natural Beige. This is the shade 220. And as I said earlier, since I do have a bit of a tan, this should be a nice match to my neck and my chest. Just going to put a little bit of that on the back of my hand. I did already wet my e.l.f. sponge, so I'm just going to take some of that on the back of my hand and start dabbing that on the face. I am just going to take a mix of my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in Light Pale and my L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear in 330 Ivory. And I did actually take the little puff at the end of this concealer off just because I don't feel like it's, one, the most sanitary thing, and two, I don't know, I feel like so much product gets stuck in that little puff at the end, so I like to just take it off. I literally just rip it off, and then it looks like this, and I just kind of rotate it every time I need more product, and I feel like it just works a little bit better that way, and it lasts a lot longer. I just almost had a full-blown panic attack because I thought that my microphone wasn't on this entire time, and I've done that before, and since it's plugged into my camera, I don't even get the audio from the camera, so it literally is just no audio, so I thought I was just talking this whole time, and it wasn't recording it. Alright, so next I am going to take that Infallible concealer and just apply a little bit of this. This concealer reminds me a lot of the Tarte Shape Tape. Even the doe foot applicator is very similar. It's very full coverage. Alright, so next I am just going to actually take my P. Louise base in Rumor 2 and just throw that on the eyes quickly just because my eyes look so weird right now. They have like a tint of pink. I don't know what's happening. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply that so that everything kind of blends and looks even. I'm just going to take that on the back of my e.l.f. sponge. So next I am just going to move right along and take my Huda Beauty Tantour in medium, and I'm just going to use this to contour today. And I like to just take this product directly on my sponge. I feel like it applies most even that way. So I like to just take some on my sponge and then apply it to my face. That looks so dark right now, but I promise when you blend it out, it's not that bad. And we're just going to blend this around the hairline and right in that hollow of our cheek. I am just going to take this brush as well. I'm sorry, the numbers are actually worn off of this. I don't even know what the brand is, but it's just a brush that looks like this, and I like to take something like this to apply some nose contour. So we're just gonna go under the nose and then on the sides as well. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of that contour as well and put it around my lip line just to contour my lips a little bit. Alright, so once I feel like that face looks nice and bronzed and contoured, I am going to take my Glossier Cloud Paint in the shade Puff, and I'm just going to take that on my ring fingers. I only need a little bit of this product. So I'm going to take about that much on my ring fingers, and I'm just going to blend that onto my cheeks. Alright, so the last two cream products I'm going to go in with are my Tower 28 Super Dew little highlighter thing. This is actually a product that I don't think I've ever talked about here on my channel, but I have talked about it on my Instagram. This was in the clean beauty section at Sephora, and it's pretty much just like a greasy highlight, which doesn't sound very appealing, but it looks more like that sweaty, dewy highlight rather than a sparkly, insanely glowy highlight. So I like to take this when I'm going for more of that dewy look, and I just take some on my hand and I pat that right into the highest points of my cheek and onto that brow bone a little bit as well. I'm just gonna take some of that on my nose. And you can actually use this product on your lips and your eyes. So if you ever want to do like a glossy eye look, or you don't have a lip gloss or a chapstick or something in front of you, you can actually use this on your lips as well. But I did already put that lip mask on earlier. So last but not least, for our cream products, I am going to take this Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Moonstone, and this is just a little sample size of their Shimmering Skin Perfector, but I love this stuff. I use it all the time. I'm actually almost out, but it's just a really nice natural highlight, and I feel like the shade is super pretty. Once we have all of our cream products on, I am just going to take my PIXI Hydrating Milky Mist and just spritz my face a couple of times and then pounce over it with my sponge as well, just to make sure everything is blended and looking nice and airbrushed.
Oh, yes, of course.
Moving right along, I'm just going to take some of my Coty Airspun loose face powder, and this is in the shade Translucent, and I'm not going to bake or anything with this. I'm just going to take a little bit and press it under the eyes. A nice tip, if you do tend to get cakey under the eyes, or you're kind of nervous to work with powders because you're a little bit more dry, taking that powder on the back of a damp sponge and applying that to your face just kind of makes it melt a little bit more into the skin, and it doesn't leave it right on the surface where it tends to look cakey. So I'm gonna just take a little bit of this on the back of my damp sponge, and we're just gonna go ahead and apply that right under the eyes. And as you can see, it does such a nice job of setting it without looking cakey or weird or anything like that. And then I am just going to use this Eco Tools brush and take just a little bit and set the rest of my face with that. Just lightly. Got powder in my tea. Now we're just gonna set that cream contour that we applied earlier, and I'm just gonna be taking my Park Ave Princess palette. I really need to get a new contour palette. I've been using this one for years, but it's just really versatile. It has a few light shades, a bronzer shade, a darker shade, and then it has some highlight shades as well. So I'm actually going to take my Morphe M527. This is just a big fluffy brush, and I'm going to dip into more of that bronzer shade and just sweep that lightly over where we applied that cream product earlier. And following up with that, I am actually going to take my Morphe M530. This is a really, really nice contour brush. I feel like it fits into that crevice. That's not really the word I'm looking for, but that place where you usually put your contour right under your cheekbone very, very nicely. And so I'm just going to take a mix of that darker contour shade and then the shade Princess Cut, which is a little bit of a lighter contour shade, and we're just going to lightly blend and set the cream product. Lastly, for the face products, I am going to take this Lychee and Gold Healthy Glow Rose Gold Blush. I believe it's from the brand Seraphine Botanicals. Looks like this. And this is in the shade, shade on here, but it does say that this product is vegan, gluten-free, GMO-free, and it is a blush with ginger and lychee in it, which is really cool. The shade is kind of what got me, so you can't really tell on camera, but it has slight gold flecks in it, so it's a really pretty pinky peachish shade, but it has a slight gold reflect on it. And I like to plop some of this on my nose as well. I feel like it just gives a nice, fresh, you just got out of the sun, just got home from the beach look. And now for the fun part, I'm really liking how the skin turned out, but we are going to move on to the eyes. I could literally sit and do my skin all day long. So I'm just gonna take my NYX Modern Dreamer palette. I talked about this in my last video. I love this palette. It has a nice array of colors. I think I'm just going to take a tiny bit of a transition shade on my Morphe M504 and just blend that more, focusing it on the inner corner. So next I'm just going to take a bright inner corner shade and just place that here, because I'm actually going to top that with some glitter. So this shade doesn't matter too much because we're gonna play with some glitter and we're gonna throw it right on top. So this will just be kind of our base for that glitter. For the inner corner glitter, I'm going to take my NYX Glitter Primer and my NYX Glitter Brilliance. This is in the shade Ice, and it is a face and body glitter, so this is safe to use around your eyes. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that glitter primer, it's called. This is one of my favorite glitter primers, glitter glues. It works so well. It doesn't leave like a weird cast, or it doesn't bunch up and get all crunchy like some do. This one is drugstore price. It's very nice, and it keeps the glitter on all day long.
You mean bread and butterfly?
Oh, yes, of course.
I like the way that looks. So next is the fun part. We are going to take my NYX Epic Wear Waterproof White Eyeliner. This comes in more of a brush tip, so I'll go ahead and show you. So it's more of that brush applicator rather than the really stiff or marker-like applicators, which I do like. It gives you a little bit more leeway and more bend. You can kind of work the eyeliner. We're just going to just kind of create a fun look, maybe over dramatize the dimensions of my eyes and just play around, because why not? We got nowhere to go. just going to start out by creating that wing and that shape that I want to work with. So I just went ahead and winged out that liner, and now I think I'm going to take it up top towards the crease. I don't want to go right in the crease because that's when it will kind of bunch up and get messy. So I'm going to go right above the crease and then just connect it to that wing that we created. Alright, so when we go in that first time, don't focus on the pigmentation or making sure it's super opaque. Just really go ahead and map out where you want that liner to be, and then we can go back in with another coat and really focus on making it super pigmented and sharp and defined. Don't be afraid to go in if you maybe come out of the lines a little bit or it's not as sharp as you want right off the bat, and just take a little flat shader brush and some concealer or even just the brush itself and just sweep under that line. And it'll really just help you create that nice sharp winged out look. You can even do it on the top as well. Alright, so we're back and both eyes are lined. I'm really liking the way this is coming out. It's super different and graphic, and I just think it's really fun. Next, I am going to go ahead and just curl my lashes. Obviously, just use any lash curler that you have. I am going to take my Maybelline Falsies Lash Lift Mascara and just apply a little bit of that, nothing too exciting. Okay, so for lashes, I did want to take a pretty wispy lash, but I also wanted to have a little bit of spacing in between so we can see that liner that we worked so hard for. So I'm going to take these Velour Luxe Faux Mink lashes. They look like this. These come in a really nice case. Although these lashes are on the pricier side, they definitely are worth the money. I have used these a million times, and as I said, they come in a nice case so they don't get ruined. You can clean them and put them back and reuse them probably up to like 30 times as long as you take good care of them. Also, although these lashes have a little thicker lash band, they're super easy to apply, especially when you've used them a couple times and they've already sort of molded to your eye. Alright, both lashes are on and looking very fluffy and wispy. So next I'm just going to take my NYX Faux Whites liner. This is more of a lilac white shade, but I'm just going to take this and put it into my waterline. I'm also just going to take my black L'Oreal liner and just tightline as well, just so those lashes really blend in with the lash line. For highlight today, I am going to be using the NARS Forte de France, I think that's how you say it, highlighter. This is a really pretty champagne color. To be honest, this product is really expensive and I'm not gonna say it's entirely worth the money, but it is a really pretty highlight if you are interested in investing. Alright, so now that we're nice and glowy, I'm just gonna move on to the lips. So today I think I want to do a nude, surprise surprise, but I kind of want to do a dark lip line and a very nude center and then finish it off with some gloss. So I'm going to be taking my Huda Beauty lip contour in Spice Girl.
Yes, of course.
For lipstick, I do have a few options depending on what you're looking for. So These are all really, really good from Maybelline, and obviously they're all drugstore price as well, which is nice. So $7.55 Nude Thrill, $6.50 Nude Embrace, and $9.40 Touchable Taupe. All very, very pretty shades. And they're all different tones of nude. So depending on what you're looking for, and if you want a darker nude, a lighter nude, these are all really pretty shades. Today's look, I do want to stay pretty nude in the center, so I'm going to be taking $7.55 Nude Thrill by Milani, and I'm just going to blend that out in the center of my lips. Alright guys, so I promise I will get the hang of this sooner or later, but my mic was accidentally shut off during my outro as well, so I just wanted to hop on here quickly and say thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, then please be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell as well, so you can be notified every time I post a new video. With that being said, I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.